Ever feel like you have big dreams but never seem to make progress? You wake up feeling motivated, determined to take action, but by the end of the day, you've done nothing meaningful. Instead, you've scrolled through social media, watched TV, or procrastinated in ways you didn't even notice. You tell yourself, tomorrow, I'll start fresh. But tomorrow never comes. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This is a struggle millions of people face every day, but here's the truth. Laziness isn't who you are, it's just a habit. And habits can change. If you've ever wondered why you can't seem to take action on your goals, the answer isn't that you're lazy or lack discipline. It's that your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. The good news, you can rewire it. This video will give you practical, science-backed strategies to overcome laziness, take control of your life, and finally achieve your dreams. Before we dive into solutions, let's understand why laziness happens in the first place. Our brains are naturally designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. That's why we gravitate toward easy, enjoyable activities instead of challenging tasks that require effort. Watching a TV show, immediate pleasure, writing a book, or working out, delayed rewards. The problem isn't that you lack ambition, it's that your brain favors short-term comfort over long-term success. The good news? Once you understand why procrastination happens, you can break free from it and take control. Here are 3 common reasons why people procrastinate and exactly how to fix them. 1. Your goals feel too big. Imagine standing at the bottom of a massive mountain looking up at the peak. The climb looks so exhausting that you don't even take the first step. That's exactly how your brain reacts when you set huge goals. I need to write a book. Feels overwhelming. You put it off. I need to lose 50 pounds. Seems impossible. You do nothing. I want to start a business. Too many unknowns. You delay action. When goals feel too big, your brain panics and shuts down. Instead of making progress, you freeze. Solution: shrink the goal until it's easy to start. Break your goal into the smallest possible step, something so easy that you can't say no to it. For example, instead of, I need to write a book, say, I'll write 1 sentence today. Instead of, I need to get in shape, say, I'll do 5 push-ups. Instead of, I want to start a business, say, I'll spend 5 minutes brainstorming ideas. This removes the mental resistance to starting. Once you begin, momentum kicks in and doing more becomes easier. 2. You rely on motivation, which fails you. Most people believe that successful individuals have superhuman motivation, but that's a myth. The truth is, motivation is like a battery. It drains quickly. If you only work when you feel like it, that you'll rarely make progress. Waiting for the perfect mood or moment means you'll keep delaying important work. Solution: build a system, not just willpower. Instead of depending on motivation, create habits and routines that make action automatic. For example, schedule your work at the same time every day, e.g., writing at 8 a.m., gym at 6 p.m. Reduce friction by preparing ahead, e.g., lay out workout clothes the night before. Use external triggers, e.g., after brushing your teeth, do 10 push-ups. When you rely on habits instead of motivation, taking action becomes effortless. 3. You're stuck in instant gratification mode. Think about how easy it is to waste hours on social media, YouTube, or video games. These activities give your brain instant dopamine hits, making real work seem boring in comparison. Scrolling Instagram? Instant fun. Watching TikTok videos? No effort is needed. Checking messages feels productive, but it's a distraction. Because these activities are so effortless and rewarding, they train your brain to crave easy wins. As a result, tasks that require effort, like studying, exercising, or working on a side hustle, feel less appealing. Solution: make distractions harder and work easier. The key is to flip the script, make distractions more difficult and productive work easier. For example, delete social media apps, turn off notifications, or put your phone in another room while working. Create a focus-friendly environment by keeping your workspace clean and removing distractions. Make it so easy you can't say no. One of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is because our goals feel overwhelming. We dream of writing a book, getting fit, or starting a business, but when we think about the amount of effort required, we freeze. The trick is to make the first step so easy that it's impossible to fail. Instead of pushing yourself to do something massive, lower the bar. Make the task so simple that you can't say no. Think about it this way. If you set a goal to work out for an hour every day, chances are you'll skip it when you're tired. But what if your goal was just 1 push-up? That's too easy to ignore, right? Once you get down on the floor for a push-up, you'll likely do more. This strategy works because small actions create momentum. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, calls this the 2-minute rule. If something feels too big, shrink it down to an action that takes less than 2 minutes. Want to build a habit of reading? Don't commit to an entire chapter, just read one page. Want to start meditating? Don't aim for 30 minutes, just close your eyes and take one deep breath. These tiny actions break the mental resistance that stops you from starting. The hardest part of any goal is just getting started. Once you take that tiny first step, momentum kicks in and the journey becomes much easier. Use the 5-second rule. Have you ever had a great idea or a sudden urge to take action, but within seconds your brain convinced you to wait? That's your brain sabotaging you. Mel Robbins, a motivational speaker and author, discovered a simple but powerful tool to break this cycle, the 5-second rule. Here's how it works. The moment you feel an instinct to take action, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move before your brain stops you. This method interrupts hesitation and forces you to act before negative thoughts take over. Why does the 5-second rule work? The brain is wired to keep you safe and comfortable. Whenever you try to do something new or challenging, your mind naturally generates resistance. But when you count backward, you shift your focus from doubt to action. It's a simple trick, but it prevents overthinking and builds momentum. Reward yourself for taking action. Let's be honest, staying motivated isn't always easy. Sometimes, even when we know something is good for us, we struggle to stay consistent. That's where rewards come in. When you give yourself a small reward after completing a task, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel good. This not only makes the process more enjoyable, but also reinforces positive behavior, making you want to do it again. How to use rewards to stay consistent? 1. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your effort, even for tiny steps. 2. Use fun rewards. Pair tasks with something enjoyable, like listening to your favorite song after a workout. 3. Track progress. Visibly, use a calendar or app to mark your progress. For example, Jerry Seinfeld's Don't Break the Chain strategy involves marking an X on your calendar every day you complete a task. By celebrating your wins, using fun rewards, and tracking progress, you turn success into a habit. The more enjoyable the journey, the easier it becomes to keep going. Surround yourself with action takers. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you surround yourself with lazy, unmotivated people, their habits will rub off on you. But if you spend time with ambitious, action-oriented individuals, their energy, discipline, and mindset will push you to be better. How to upgrade your environment. 1. Join groups with similar goals. Find communities, clubs, or mastermind groups that align with your goals. 2. Follow successful people online. Surround your social media feed with content that inspires you. 3. Find an accountability partner. Check in with someone weekly to stay on track. When you surround yourself with action takers, their energy and discipline will rub off on you, making it easier to stay consistent. Final thoughts. The time to act is now. Your dreams won't wait for you. Every day you delay, you stay stuck. The good news? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Even small efforts done consistently can create massive change. So what are you waiting for? Go make it happen.